Human beings can be hungry anytime they please. Maybe you messed up and didn't eat enough lunch. Perhaps dinner is very far away. It doesn't matter. Come to Arby's and solve your hunger problems with dollar sliders, cookies, small fries, drinks, and snack shakes, each for $1 from 2 to 5 p.m., not a.m. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
Blog Talk Radio. And welcome to Community Garden Revolution. My name is Mary Huckel, and we're so glad you're here today. Happy April. It sure is. It's a sunny day, and we're so excited that spring is coming. Of course, it's supposed to snow in a few days, so who knows? So, isn't that wild? So we wanted to tell you that the Community Garden Magazine for April is out. It's one of my biggest issues. It's got a whole chock-full amount of pages of different products that are new out there. We want you to be able to see what the different companies are coming out with for this spring to use. And you can find it at www.magzter.com. That's magzter.com in the health section. I've asked for a gardening section. They've still not done anything. It's run by a bunch of guys, so go figure. So they don't have a garden section. I think someone probably put it in lifestyle, but I put mine in health. But it's a Community Garden Magazine for April is out. It's at www.magzter.com. That's magzter.com in health section is where you'll find us. And there are some guys that do community gardening, so that's probably not a fair statement that I made. But it's not. It's just bouncing off the wall like Teflon and gardening. How about something with gardens for a section? But no. So that's all right. We'll work with what we got. We're just glad to be there. So hope you look it up, and we are going to put a flower book up soon. It'll be a magazine style, digital magazine. So when we get that, we'll tell you about it. We've got, I told you about products to purchase. That's the word products, and then number 2, and then purchase. And it's off I believe it's the Community Garden Magazine Facebook page as a separate group or page. Maybe it's a page. And go there. Eventually we're going to have also, I think, a group where you can add your videos and pictures. Now we've got Community Garden News that's getting ready to come up. We were hoping for May, so we're hoping. We haven't signed up with them yet, but we will keep you posted because we're going to go with that one. Let's see. We are going to go distribution-wise with that, but we're also going to be going on another operating channel that our show can be sent to some radio stations across the nation. And so you'll be able to hear us not only on the app, StitcherRadio.com, and also Ola TV channel, but you'll also be able to hear us on the iHeart Radio channel. So we're very excited. So we'll keep you posted, and we'll be on YouTube soon also. So that will be our radio show. Now we're asking them, kind of what pictures are showing or whatever to keep you entertained while you're listening. So the people on the other end didn't quite tell us what we were thinking we were needing. So we're just going to go ahead and give it a stab and see what happens. But that's going to be exciting for us to get so much more exposure. About 2 years ago, we used to send the Community Garden News 60-second daily feature to about 150 stations for the news departments, and we don't know how many played it. We don't know how many used bits and pieces, but we hope that some folks did, and we think we did all right. So, but this time we're going to have other people send it for us, so all we do is hit a button, they hit a button, and away we go. So it cuts down the time and it allows us to reach more people faster. So we're very excited about this spring and summer coming up because it's just a great new level for us. I was reading up some information on Greta Van Sustern's book, something about everything you want to know about social media, but didn't want to ask a kid, I think is what it's called. And that's my speed. I told a doctor yesterday, I said, your kids need to start growing up a little faster so they can start helping me on my social media stuff. She just kind of looked at me. She thought I was kidding. Yeah, she thought I was kidding. But anyway, so we're thinking about doing an Instagram. We'll keep you posted on that. That would be for the magazine, Community Garden Magazine, and then post some pictures or some pages of what we've got in the magazine so people can see a little bit readier, a little bit more faster, maybe of certain sector of people that do that. They have demographics, and we try to watch the demographics sometimes, particularly on our radio show, and it's always changing. But on the other things, we do watch it a little bit so we know what kind of advertising that we need to go after. So we're very excited about what this year has, and then, of course, next year we're going to be so much smarter. This year we're just plowing through it, and it's kind of like you're going through this big swamp of water, not the swamp like in D.C., but a big pool of water, and then it's going to be interesting to see what sticks, what doesn't, what happens when it does stick, and then a tweak from there. So that's what we're doing this year. So we're throwing spaghetti on the wall, seeing what sticks and what does that mean, and is that good or bad, and then tweaking it. So we're just so excited, and hopefully this week too we're talking to some folks to find out how we can be on other video platforms, Roku TV, cable, the whole thing. So we've already talked to those people. But it's very exciting times. I believe 2019 for us is just going to be an explosive year, and it's just going to be even more explosive than this year. This year we've lucked out. We've had great response from different groups and companies that have wanted to be a part of this, and how can we do it better? What can we do to help you kind of thing? And we're just blessed. So we've hung in there since 2014, and now we're seeing, people coming in and seeing that we've done a lot of groundwork and want to jump aboard. So I'm just hoping that the USDA picks this up and or the Department of Health so that we can get more grant money to community gardens across the nation. It's a pitch I keep doing. And, of course, we're trying to see if we can find some national people to give us a good pitch about community gardens and, keep the word out there. And that what that does is that does benefit the different towns and cities to be able to create more funds and fundraising opportunities faster. So, and then also Lady Diva, remember I've had her on every so often as an interview. She has also expanded her platforms where she's performing, and she's last night sent it about our April issue of the Community Garden Magazine. She has sent it to those different musicians that do jazz, hip-hop, and other things, too, to create some and stir some interest with the musicians. So that's exciting, too, and I believe we're going to reap some rewards from that. My goal is still, the last 2 years I've thought of this, and I told her, I said, we have to do this. We do want to do some kind of national fundraising show for the American Community Gardening Association and do it on radio, whether it be PBS station, whether it be on podcasting, and then send it out to the different stations, for sure YouTube, and see if we can get some coverage for them and have the different performers pitch in with some kind of a song or two or set, whatever it is that we can make work. So exciting times ahead, lots on our plate, and we just got to tackle it one by one so that it becomes just second nature coming up. So, yeah, things to do, huh? I mean, to tell you, it's exciting stuff. And I know you're just blown away going, wow, what is she talking about? We're talking about a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff. I even told my computer people yesterday, I said, I'm not there yet, but I know what I want to put on a store, and we want to get that up and running on the website, but I'm not there yet. And so we're excited about that part. There's just a lot that needs to be done and can be done because technology is changing, and by looking at the stock market and all the different issues that are coming up about privacy settings and that kind of thing and whatever, and who's selling whose information and whatever. Like on one of them, I'm 107 years old. I might be 115 now, but I think I'm at least 107. So, mix it up a little bit. The demographics, I told my postman, I said, I order the books for my mom because she's not on the computer and because I take care of my mom. And I said, I don't even read those kind of books. I wouldn't, it's not my world. but I'm going to mess up their metrics because I don't read those books. I just get them because I get on the computer and I'm the one that's making the purchase. She's the one buying them, but she's the one also picking out the titles. And so I'm just messing up their metrics all to pieces. But anyway, oh boy. But let's keep with the community gardens, huh? But yeah, that's a whole different show, a whole different place. But it's an exciting time for community gardens. It just is. Now we're going to come back. I've got my feet settled here, and we're going to go ahead and talk some more about community gardens. You're listening to Community Garden Revolution. My name is Mary Hukill. We'll be back on the other side. Listening to Community Garden Revolution. My name is Mary Hukill. I'm so glad you're here today. I appreciate it. We want to remind you about the April issue of Being. The Community Garden magazine is out, and it's one of my thickest issues because we've got lots of new products that the different companies are pushing out, and a lot of neat products in the magazine. You're just going to be overwhelmed, and it's very exciting to be a part of that start of the wave for these people. And they are just bending over backwards to make sure we've got enough information, and I appreciate that because it's helpful to me. And then we've got some people with other ideas that they're sending us videos, and I'm going, yay, as soon as I can figure out how to put that in the magazine. You know that I had that problem with the other publishers. So this publisher, we do need to try one of those out. We've not I think I tried it with 2 or 3 videos, and it didn't work out too well. So now they've have a little page that I found, and you can put it on there, hey, watch out for this page and make sure this video works. So I need to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and make a comment on my calendar, because if I don't do that, I may forget it, because the last few issues have been done real late at night, finishing up because I push on the very end. And so it's done very, very, very late at night. And then by the morning, then it's up and running or live for me to preview, and then, of course, live for the marketplace. So that I like. But this time we got it out way before the end of the month, but we uploaded, I did. It wasn't, well, we too, I uploaded the wrong magazine issue or something of that sort. Some pages had changed, and some editing needed to be done. And so then it took another day or two for them to get the real one up there. So don't know how many people were affected by that, but apologize. But I have to show a clean issue to my people, people that, you know, the companies that are in there and the nonprofit groups, because they deserve all the shout out possible, and they deserve the best looking product. So, and you do too as a consumer. So I've always tried to make that happen for people, because it's your name, reputation out there. There's always people that are trying to climb at you or you know, claw at you or whatever. But bottom line, we're going to make the best product possible, and that's what we're standing by, and that's what we're presenting. There isn't a minus B, C, D, F situation. It's AA plus. So this one's an A plus situation. It's a few more pages long, and it's got lots of products in there that'll go fast, because you'll see the products real fast, a few seconds, and we're just so glad that we're getting great response from that. So, and one of the new products that we've got in there, and we're going to showcase it more for the May issue, is the Ball Corporation has got out some really neat mason jars. They are amber colored. They're called amber jars, and they come in 16, 32, and 64 ounce. And they've got lids and the bands, and these actually block 99% of the harmful UV rays, 99%. And you can maintain the flavor, fragrance, nutrients of foods, herbs, and spices in these things. We've used them recently. Someone gave us some flowers that they had at their yard, and Mom went out to lunch with a friend. And so we put some flowers in there that we were given for Easter, and they look dynamite, just dynamite. Some gal was telling us she had put jelly beans in hers to store. In here, you can store because the UV rays are blocked.